Let's go ahead and attach the finger and fingertip to the center of the palm. Make sure when you move this that these two pieces are already grouped. Bring this closer. Go ahead and pull this up. Left arrow over. Pull it up some more. We'll adjust this in just a minute. Let's go ahead and align all parts, length and width. And you can see I want this finger to be standing up a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and click back on it. I'm going to pull this up. I think about right there is reasonable. All right, I'm going to hit Control D and use my right arrow to pull this off. I don't yet know the final angle. We're going to play with this a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out to about a 65 or so, 65 degrees. And then we'll go ahead and drop this down a little bit. Let's go ahead and hit the left arrow. That's not bad. What I'm looking for is the length here to be the same here and here, and it's not quite there. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the angle on this a little bit. And I'm looking for some space between the fingers over here. That seems to be a pretty good match. I'm going to go ahead now, click this finger, and I'm going to hit Control D to duplicate it. And then I'll go ahead and swing this out. I'm going to swing it out 180 degrees. I'm getting negative numbers, so it'll be negative 180. If I happen to drop this short, I can go ahead and click on and type negative 180. That will put it in the proper position. I'll use my left arrow to pull that off. Right arrow back. And that seems to be a reasonable match. All right, I'm going to go ahead and group all parts. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this original model. Let's go ahead and look at the full work plane over here. I'm going to bring my minion a little bit closer. And I don't need this piece over here anymore. All right, we're going to take a guess on the hand. I'm going to begin by swinging out maybe 65 degrees. We'll see how this looks. All right, I'm going to hit my upward arrow to send this back a little bit. All right, I'm just going to approximate where I want this to go. I think I moved it out of angle a little bit. We'll pull this back up. And let's go ahead and get that aligned. I'm going to align it right there. All right, let's go ahead and click off. And again, you can see how I'm clicking and it's slow to let go. So apparently I'm going to go grab another shape so I can use that to help deselect faster. All right, now you know he's got a long arm on him. And so it's your personal choice how far out you would like this to be. Does he have to have a long arm? What is your angle going to be? I know in my original one that I made, his hands are way up in the air. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that. I'm going to pull this up. I want to make sure that his arms are into the yellow body and not contacting the blue. All right, I'm going to hit the left arrow. I want to bring this in some more. I don't want his arms to be that long. I'll go ahead and drop this down in again. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and change my movement, make it a little bit more precise. All right, let's see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, Control D. I'm going to go ahead and spin this off, 180 degrees. And again, if you drop it, type 180. Left arrow over. And it's very interesting. It turned into a hole tool. I don't know how that happened. Let's click here. And let's see what's going on here. Well, there we are. We're back to normal again. All right. Let's take a look and see if these arms look like they're sticking out about the same amount. This one seems to be out a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and take my right arrow and put that in a bit more. Let's go ahead and take a peek and see what this looks like. I think we'll go back a little farther here. And that looks pretty good. Now, if you want to be more precise, you can do this. Let's just move the entire minion to the center. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring this a bit closer. And you can see the center of that minion looks like it needs a fine adjustment. All right, let's go ahead and adjust this even finer. Let's go to 0.1. I'm going to move this over. And that seems to be fairly well centered right on that line. So now I can look at the outer dimensions here on the minion to see where his arm is. Over here, his right arm is landing right here. He's 9 unit cubes over. And look at this side. And that seems to be 9 unit cubes over from here. So it looks like we've completed our minion. Let's go ahead and go back home, get rid of this, delete, select everything, and group. And there you go. Now let's give him a name. He can no longer be called Incredible Hungoblad. He will be called Minion Man. Thanks for watching.